These 10 ruthless realities explain how a forbidden fortress vanished in 94 seconds. 10. The Decapitation Strike. The mountain did not crack. It disappeared in a pillar of white heat. In 94 seconds, a subterranean command center buried in jagged limestone turned to vapor before the first alarm squealed. No spinning dishes, no interceptors, cold screens, frozen systems, 4 decades of secrets, and billions in concrete confidence erased in a single breath. This mattered because the first move was not a warning. It was a guillotine. Cut the brain and the body thrashes. But it can no longer think. 9. The new high ground. Look up. 22,000 miles up. The United States Space Force has built a silent lattice of infrared eyes that see heat the way we see light. A cigarette ember at 240 miles. A match struck in a city 2 states away. The moment a crew fueled a missile, they glowed like a beacon on a high-definition screen in America. Why it matters is simple. If you move, you are seen. If you are seen, you are dead. The fortress never had a roof. It just thought clouds and rock would hide the truth. 8. The digital ghosts. Before a missile left a rail, the enemy's machines began to lie to their own operators. Layered non-kinetic effects severed the nerves. Cyber units from the United States and Israel fed phantom echoes into proud radars that looked legendary on paper. The scopes still spun. The fans still hummed. One commander saw a peaceful sky. 5 miles away, a different screen screamed with 500 ghosts. This mattered because defense depends on trust. When a radar hallucinates, the battery becomes deaf and blind at the same time. 7. The Provocateurs in the night. From the bellies of B-52 heavy bombers came waves of decoys, ADM-160 mauled, 300-pound ghosts with wings. Each one wore the radar mask of a B-1B Lancer or an F-15E Strike Eagle. To exhausted crews, it looked like a massive raid from every direction at once. Their manuals had one answer: fire everything. And they did. $2 million per interceptor hurled at plastic, glass, and circuit boards that cost about as much as a used truck. Every launch lit their positions like a flashlight in a dark room. This mattered because it bled magazines and revealed coordinates. The shield became a beacon. 6. The kill web awakens. The net tightened. Data from a satellite far above poured at light speed into a pilot's visor in an Israeli F-35C and into a combat information center on a United States Arleigh Burke destroyer in the Gulf. Target sets locked in seconds. Headsets on the other side clicked dead. A silent infection had already walked their wires. Why it matters is not speed alone. It is unity. Air, sea, space, and cyber moved as one organism. No seams, no bottlenecks. A web that hunts faster than a human can decide. 5. The radar dilemma. Turn the radar on and you announce your position to a missile that loves that glow. Turn it off and you hide from nothing because a memory-guided Tomahawk already knows your bunker by heart. There is no correct answer. There is only the trap. This mattered because doctrine met reality and broke. The old playbook said, survive by silence or fight by illumination. The kill web punished both in equal measure. 4. The Digital Guillotine Project. Maven sharpened the blade. Artificial intelligence from teams using Palantir and Claude chewed through an ocean of sensor feeds in seconds. 10,000 decoys meant nothing when thermal mass, engine signatures, and movement patterns exposed the real prey. By March 13th, 15,000 targets had been identified, verified, and vaporized. The algorithm ignored plywood and heat lamps. It found the hidden nodes that mattered. This mattered because time is the deadliest weapon. The machine stole the enemy's hours and returned decisions in seconds. 3. The cost and tempo kill shot on day 1. A desperate swarm rose. 167 ballistic missiles. 541 drones. By day 15, the surge collapsed to a trickle. 4 missiles. 6 drones. Every time a launcher rolled into the open, a standoff missile from a United States FA-18 screamed in at Mach 1.5. An SM-6 swatted a $3 million missile from the sky, while a $35,000 GBU-39 erased the concrete that made the launch possible. This mattered because wars are won by economies of force and by tempo. Spend less, strike faster, make the other side pay more for less. 2. The eyes go dark. Space cut both ways. The adversary's space command, the brain of their long-range strategy, was dismantled by March 5th. 13 satellites went from proud assets to silent junk. No eyes, no timing, no guidance worth the name. The Forbidden Fortress could not see the sky it was trying to control. This mattered because blindness breeds panic. Without space, you are a giant, swinging at ghosts. 1. The rule of modern war. The lesson is cold and final. Sequence beats firepower. The Space Force provided vision. Cyber severed nerves. The kill web fused everything. The Navy and the IDF brought the hammer. The result was not a carpet of bombs. It was a fortress with no roof and no answers. In 94 seconds, the past met the present and lost. And in the silence that followed, the world saw what happens when you try to hide from eyes that never blink. The message is clear. There is no such thing as a hidden target anymore. Not under rock, not under weather, not under doctrine. The high ground belongs to the vacuum above, and to the minds that can connect it to the sea and the sky below.